I'm the Bitcoin Barbie, and I'm sitting here with Jerry Lagace of Krown Technologies. I know that you were telling me all about this Layer 1 blockchain that you guys have. I want to know more. Let's talk about it for the audience. Tell me about where it started. Why did you guys even decide to come out with a Layer 1, and what problems are you guys solving with this Layer 1?
Yeah, for sure. So we launched our Layer 1 back in January. So we've been live for a few months now. And it was kind of built off the same idea of how we built Qastle Wallet. We want to build something that's quantum resistant. That's a big thing for everybody that's on the team. We really wanted to protect that next thing that's coming against us in the market today, is that quantum threat.
So with your chain, you have a coin. You said it was an EVM. Talk to us a little bit more about how people can find this token. Where can we, can you buy it right off the wallet, or where do we find it? What exchanges are you guys on?
Yeah, for sure. So right now we really wanted to stick to a decentralized model. So we're not on any exchanges, like centralized exchanges right now. When we launched the chain, we launched the Krown DEX. So that's our own native DEX on chain. And actually everything's connected through the wallet. That was one of the updates that we did here today, is we implemented the bridge and also the ability to purchase through the Qastle wallet. So if you go to the swap function now, you can actually go in there, swap, you can at least start with, like, say, Ethereum, bridge your Ethereum over to Krown Network, and then use your Krown Network USDT or Krown Network Ethereum, and you can purchase the token through there.
So with the jump point of a lot of launch pads happening right now, do you guys offer that launch pad feel, or anything that someone could come and launch on your chain?
Yeah, for sure. So that's our next phase. So what's different with Krown compared to Ethereum, right? So we are an EVM chain. We're a Layer 1, operates just like Ethereum. People will be able to launch smart contracts, but the difference is we have a gated RPC. So essentially, nobody can launch a smart contract on chain without obviously getting approval from the Krown network first. But we'll be starting to roll into that. We believe more in quality than quantity. So we're really trying to pull only utility projects in, cut down on the scams, stuff like that, right? Because we're a security first chain. We want to make sure that we're not running into the same issues that you see on Solana, where you're going out and getting absolutely wrecked just buying anything you see. It happens. We've all been there. But that's why those chains are there, right? Because we're not going to get rid of it. It's also the mentality of the market. We want to gamble too. But Krown is built for utility first.
So how many transactions per second do you guys gotten up to, and how many do you think that you guys can handle?
So we're actually very comparable to Solana when it comes to speed. And as we're going, we're still developing further into that, where we can really get those transactions per second higher than they are now.
Yeah. So
we're way faster than Ethereum.
I think everything's faster than Ethereum. Yeah. When you mention that, yes, people can actually go and build on your chain, but they need your approval, where do you think that goes in terms of having that kind of autonomous activity? And in that way, are you KYCing these people, and how does that actually bring you into being decentralized? Because it seems to me, with respect, that's kind of a little less decentralized.
Yeah.
So how do you approach that?
So at this point, the process is centralized as we get the network off the ground. The idea is Krown network itself is managed by Aduna. So it's a decentralized autonomous agency, right? So what we plan to do is, it's governed just like a DAO, is shift everything over into basically the validators for Krown. So everything will be voted. With the Aduna, there's a security council that's employed as well. So those are there for specifically when it comes to voting on new projects. You'll have a security council that can put their input in to say, suggest if it might be detrimental towards the chain or anything like that. But essentially, it's going to be a DAO vote. However many coins you have, a coin is a vote, and the community votes which projects will actually come on chain. So the idea is decentralized, but decentralized within time. Because obviously we want to have everything set to a certain standard first, and then pass it off to the community. We want to make sure that we hand off something that works, and something that's good for everybody.
Amazing. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for this interview today. It was a pleasure to meet you.